And in Lagos, counsel to a group of NSAS protesters, Adeshina Ogunlana, is asking the State Judicial Panel investigating the Lekki shooting of October the 20th to issue summons for some tollgate staff to testify. But these didn't go down well with the counsel for the Lekki concession company, Rotimi Seriki, who is seeking the firm's repossession of the tollgate and Ikoyi Plaza since the panel started sitting in October. Kemi Foladeyemo reports.
Friday's sitting started after more than a 2-hour delay. Justice Doris Okowobi explained that this was due to discussions with forensic experts it engaged for the purpose of carrying out an analysis of the tollgate, the scene where NSAS protesters were allegedly killed. But the panel says the forensic report will be ready by next week, the findings of which would determine whether the LCC will get to repossess the Lekki and Ikoyi tollgate plaza. The panel also intervened in the arguments by LCC's counsel on the timing of counsel for the protesters' application, seeking for LCC officials in charge of intelligence and security to come and testify on the location of cameras mounted at the tollgate.
You can call the Abang witnesses because I don't think he's even interested in this panel completing his assignment. That's his prerogative, but you cannot prevent LCC from doing his business.
I urge the panel to consider the application dispassionately, because if it's been handed over, there will be interference, because they are in possession again, and we are discussing on this issue by the evidence and the question. Like you said, you cannot prejudge the questions I will ask.
In the absence of any application before the panel today, the long argument of Mr. Ogunlana in respect of his application is not properly timed. It must await when the application of LCC is being heard.
At the resumption of the late Inspector Ayodeji Erinfolami's petition, the panel issued fresh summons for one Dr. Abang of the State's University Teaching Hospital to testify on February the 23rd on the autopsy conducted on him, on the late officer who was killed while the police were trying to curb protests in Surulere. The NBA is asking the panel to hear Folabi Oladele's petition against the Nigeria police and not in Abuja, saying his rights were first violated in Lagos and that actions can be brought against the police across the country. But the police council says the arrest warrant was signed in Abuja and the officers mentioned in the petition are there too.
What will now cause for the panel to issue a summon to policemen who he knew served in Abuja to risk their life all the way from Abuja to this very panel in Lagos?
In this case, I think it should be Lagos, where he lives. The police is an institution and they have the funds if it requires coming down from Abuja. That's my submission, my lord.
The panel says it has reserved its decision and will communicate the date to the parties when it is ready. Kemi Foladeyemo, TVC News, Lagos.